Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace be with all of us who I respect Mr. Annie Yulianti MSI and all of my friends. Please introduce my name Ayu Qomariyah, usually called Ayra from the chemistry study program class C, uh, Faculty of Science and Technology, Maulana Islamic University Malik Ibrahim Malang. I come from Probolinggo and I was born in the city of Probolinggo on August 5, 2002. Until now, I still live in Probolinggo. Today, I will present the rest of my resume, the material that I have made with them of environmental issue. Okay. Sample strategy and observation. Water and wastewater analysis. Sampling is a way to determine the number of samples in accordance with the sample size that will be asked as the actual data source, taking into account the characteristic and distribution of the population in order to obtain a respective sample. The water strategy at the time of collection in until its analysis must remain the same and not change in order to be called valid. Okay, next. Water sample preparation. Preparation is sampling concerns and equipment to avoid sample contamination. All sample containers and sampling equipment must thoroughly cleaned prior to departure. The method of washing the sample container according to the requirement for each parameter is follow. One, a metal, the total and dissolves container, polyethylene water complete with light cleaning procedure. Wash the bottle and cup with detergent free of metals and phosphate. Rinse with clean water. After that, wash the bottle with acid by entering 1 and 1 HCl into the bottle. Twice the bottle cap and cup until thick, then shake. Then rinse the bottle with clean water and wash again with HNO3 1 and 1. Finally, rinse the bottle with analytic free water. Try 3 minutes and let it dry. Once dry, close the bottle tight and then label it clean container and include the date of cleaning and the container to cleaning. Number 2, BOD and COD container. Use plastic or glass bottle complete with lines. The minimum bottle capacity is 1 liters for BOD analysis and 100 ml for COD analysis. A cleaning procedure. Was the bottle and cup with a phosphate-free detergent and rinse with clean water. After that, wash the bottle with 1 and 1 HCl acid. Finally, rinse the bottle with analytic free water 3 minutes and let it dry. Okay, once dry, close the bottle tight and then label it clean container and include the date of cleaning and the container cleaner. Number 3, inorganic, non-metallic, and visible protective container. Use a plastic or glass bottle complete with a lid minimum space is 2 liters. Cleaning procedure: wash the bottle and the light with a phosphate-free detergent and rinse with clean water. Next, rinse the bottle with analyte-free water 3 minutes and let it dry. Once dry, close the bottle tightly and then label it a clean container and include the date of cleaning and the container cleaner. The sampling equipment used can also give rise to contamination is not cleaning in a proper manner. This sampler should be washed with phosphate-free detergent and brushes to remove any particle adhering to the surface. Rinse the equipment with clean water until all detergent is gone. If the equipment is made on not metallic materials, like Teflon, then wash in with high-nitric acid. Then all equipment wash, rinse with cleaner water followed by isopropyl percentage, and finally, with analyte-free water, equipment that has been cleaned must be clean. Ready for sampling complete with the date of washing, the name of the cleaning person, and his or her signature. Okay, next. Preparation of support materials and equipment. Support material they must prepare for sampling include precipitation, label blanks or analyte-free distilled water for field quality control, field recording form. The blanks that are usually used are 1. Nitrate-free distilled water. 2. Ammonia-free distilled water. 3. Organic-free distilled water. 4. Iron-free distilled water. 5. Aqueous fully record for form mass. Prepare before leaving for the field to record all sampling data. Performance of the field parameter measuring instrument prior to sampling. All the tools to be used in measuring such parameter: geometer, turbidimeter, conjunctometer, TDS meter must have been calibrated by an accredited calibration laboratory. In addition, every time it will be used performance that must be carried out before leaving for the files to ensure that the equipment in achievable condition. Implementation of weather sampling. Determination of water sampling points. The selection of sampling points is determined with the aim that representative samples can be obtained so that they can meet the state objective. 1. Determination is surface water sampling point. The water sampling point a river, basin areas, DPS, based on natural watercourses are take a location that have not been pollution or have mild pollution. Pollute water source are take pollution location that spread on the pollution point. The water source as used is taken at the place shown in the picture. The sampling policy of the lake or superficial with water are in the following place. See figure 2. This is the place where the river enters the take or reservoir. In the middle lake says reservoir, location of the water tapping for alternation, where the lake or seashore for water discharge. To groundwater sampling point location, groundwater sampling can come from aquafied and uncodified groundwater. See picture 3. This is a picture. A free excavation groundwater, depression groundwater, wastewater sampling point determination of the test sampling location must consider. Pre-Colton score ratio, the upstream and downstream part of the city on international water landfill and disposal location, downstream area of agriculture area that use pesticides and chemical fertilizer in the surface intensively. Coastal areas where salt water infiltration occurs, although please them. B. Depression barometer. C. 3. I'm sorry. 3. Wastewater sampling point instead of the depth sampling location demonstrates the following. Sampling point for sampling point for introduction that now have with as number 1, liquid was from the source processed in the factory in its disposal is carried out continuously. A. If there are no equivalent step, the quality of water does not fluctuate, the sampling is carried out on the tunnel before entering the wastewater, receiving water by means of the mandatory method and direct sampling. The quality wastewater fluctuates through the process. 2. Wastewater come from when the source process in one factory and disposal is done is batch. 3. Liquid was to come from several processing sources in one factory and is disposal carried out continuously. 4. Wastewater comes from several processing sources in one factory and the disposal is done is batch. Okay, next. B. Field water sampling. This, in general, the sequence of water sampling techniques are the follows. 1. Prepare the sample containers. Raise the sample tool as a tool blank. Raise the sampling. The fish with the sample. Raise the sample container with distilled water as a blank for the container. Take samples and put them in a suitable container, adding preservative preservatives, labeling, securing the sample and the container, measuring file parameters, recording file condition, create a location map. Sublevel 4 physical parameter pH, temperature, TDS, condition, and temperature are as follow. 1. Temperature sampling equipment according with the condition of other source. Arrange the tool with the water sample to be taken. There times. Take water sample in need and measure pH, temperature, TDS, conductivity, and turbidity. The water sample taken is discard that use for other parameter. If the water sample is taken from several points composition, then the sample measurement is carried out at each point. Sampling for this following second parameters can be done in two ways, namely the direct the direct method, the steps of Boki attacking sample are as follows: prepare a dead clean KOB or BOD bottle that has a volume of 100 milli and is equipped with light. Dip the bottle with a stream of water and let the water enter the bottle quality, or you can also use a spoon. Fill the bottle to the brim and avoid tumbler and air bubbles during filling them. Close the bottle. Sample is ready for analysis. 2. By using special tools. C. Measurement of in seed parameters such as pH, turbidity, salinity, DHL is done by taking some water sample. After the measurement is complete, the water sample must be discarded and not returned to the original sample. Flat measurements on site are usually for parameters that might change physically, chemically, and biological during reputation and are preferred because the values of these parameters may change in the sample after it's taken. Measurement is physical parameters is carried out in the file using caliber tools. Sample heading is the file sample are physical evidence and must be able to support the policy making process. Therefore, data recording in sample security sequence are needed to ensure sample traceability from collection to sample analysis. Okay. Materials. Second, analytic contamination. Contamination is unwanted compound into the sample during the curing process from start to finish. Shares of contamination can be from various analytes, namely atmosphere, operator, equipment, water, and region. 1. Contamination from the atmosphere. Contamination from the atmosphere differs from particulate trace elements. Ways to avoid by covering the sample solution during the preparing and analysis process. 2. Contamination by operators. Okay, contamination by operators, NaCl can be transferred to the sample through the operation breeds such as dust and pre-grade smoke. Okay, 3. Contamination from equipment. Okay, contamination from equipment. It's for Glassware, puric acid and alkaline resistant. HSG or high silica glaze, clear glaze, in more resistant to solution attack. Passing glassware using 1-in-1. Although required to use preparation equipment, is less likely to metal contamination. Fused silica or quartz, plastic or polyethylene and polypropylene, Teflon atau tetrafluoroethylene polymer, PVC, polyvinyl chloride, rubber, filter paper. Okay, next, contamination of reagents. Contamination from the reagent is further divided into mineral acid and ammonia, organic solid, organic reagents, and 4 organic solvents. I will discuss by one of the various contamination, both one mineral and acid ammonia. Most mineral acids contain contains meta, extract acid, ammonia solution in water at polyethylene gas bottle. Next, analysis reagent ammonia may contain heavy metals or possible due to the absorption of this metal by glass. 2 organic solids. One, this equipment is now further derived as purification is usually by crystallization or filtration. 3 organic reagents, usually very reactive to metals, so that the metals around it is made into a complex that from the chelate. 4 organic solvent. The metal content its organic solvent is usually relatively low, and one must be wary of the presence of the other compounds. Okay, that's all from my presentation. Thank you for the counts of friends following the presentation, fully with the presentation that I can add to your insight. And if there are words that I don't like to say, friends, please forgive me. Good afternoon and see you in soon. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.